You're probably all wondering why we brought you here today.
These top 10 of 2019
Right.
for the gang. We are going to run round the circle.
I
Before
was about to say before that,
should
you guys.
Steph and I quickly run through our 15 to 11.
Oh, yeah, because you two want to mention this.
It's just not fair. If you listen to my 15, my 11 to through 15, it's just not fair.
Yeah.
That they are not on the list.
All right, so the rule is if someone mentions a film that is higher on your own list, just butt in and say, we'll talk about that later.
All right.
We'll talk about that later, and then we'll talk about it when we eventually get to that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to speed run my 15 through to 11.
Fly through them.
15 is Rocket Man. 14 is Joker. 13 is Avengers Endgame. 12 is Midsummer. And 11 is The Lighthouse.
Jesus, man.
All right,
Those
I
were
was
like
not expecting that
Those
at all.
were like all in number one spots for the longest time.
At one point, they were.
Those are a lot of great movies. Those are 15 through 11.
Yeah.
Steph, what's yours?
Alex has been on the movie game.
Yeah,
this
he's seen
year.
so many. I'm worried
Wow.
now. I'm ready to get judged. Number 15, I Lost My Body. It's a French film.
Yep.
Number 14 was Spider-Man. 13, Avengers Endgame. 12, Us. And 11, Midsummer.
We both had Endgame at the same number.
I noticed that. I did notice that.
Man, yeah, your guys' lists are mental. My God.
Wait, did you have Midsummer at 11?
Yeah.
Wow, I definitely saw more movies than you this year.
Yes.
Midsummer was definitely my favorite movie of the year at one point.
At one point. I was going to say, didn't it just lose to...
Yeah.
It just got
It
put
just
in
got
bloody-
beaten out, and then it got dropped to 11 because... I'll talk about that later.
Yeah. I
All
was
right,
gonna
while
say.
it's on you guys want to start with the one of you guys want to start with the 10 to 6?
We'll go around 10 to 6.
Who are we starting with?
We'll start with me because I'm sure mine's going to be the most judged out of all of them. My number 10 for 2019 was, in fact, Midsummer. I saw it just recently. Good Lord, that is a lot. It's very dark, and well, not dark. It's actually quite bright. It's incredibly violent and in your face.
How great is it, though, that for a horror movie that actually makes you feel scared, hardly any of it
Set in the
takes place at
daytime.
night.
One of my favorite things was early in the film when they're like, "Hey, what time is it?"
9 o'clock.
And it's
they're
like night, and they all freak out. They're like, why is it daytime? And it's like that's even scarier.
Set like in Scan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where-
so it's
where
like
it's-
where they have like actually like an entire night of like summer.
Yeah.
But my God, it was like, yuck. My number 9 was John Wick 3.
Okay.
Loved it. It was great fun. My
So-
number 8, El Camino, Breaking Bad film. That was good. My number 7, Spider-Man. Loved me some Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is 7 for you.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know, for me.
Okay.
For me, Braden Dixon, lover of Spider-Man.
It's like as Jacob absolutely beat the crap out of you in Spider-Man trivia, and you had to
That's
recoil a bit.
very true. He did absolutely demolish me, wipe the floor with me. But I'm doing my research now to try and make myself feel better.
So is there going to be... You want a rematch there, Brady?
No,
No.
not in the slightest. I just want to wound my...
I wanna see a rematch.
My hurt soul. Yeah, Jacob absolutely demolished me. Wiped the floor with me. But no, I really love Spider-Man. So that's why it hit number 7. But some other crazy stuff came out this year. Number 6, finally, for my 10 through 6, Booksmart.
Oh, well, that's
Frickin'
higher for me.
Oh, yeah? Nice. We'll talk about it later then.
All right, then.
Perfect. We want to go around?
All right. So I saw like half the movies I did last year, so I had a bit of a struggle trying to...
It's a good thing you're on a movie podcast.
Hey, okay, so I redeemed myself
You like
from
doubled
last
your
year.
movies.
I more than doubled my movies. I saw freaking 13 films in 2018. I saw 31 in 2019. I'm very happy with
I
myself.
saw over 40 like in 2018. I saw like 25 in the end.
Yeah.
It was like just under half or whatever.
Yeah.
So the bottom was a bit... I saw some average ones, so it was a bit
The bottom
rough.
of the barrel we got
Yeah,
here.
so number 10 is Hobbs and Shaw.
Right. Okay. No, you know what?
Hey.
I'm glad to see Hobbs and Shaw get some.
Because I just...
get some
You
love.
know what? I just enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Hobbs and Shaw was a great time.
It was fun as hell.
Now, kicking it to like the very start of last year, one of the first movies I saw was How to Train Your Dragon 3
Oh,
at
yeah.
number 9.
I missed that one.
I've been meaning to rewatch this because I feel like if I rewatched it, it'd jump into my
Because-
high on my list.
Alex is the one that like finally got me to watch 1 and 2, and I enjoyed them so much. And then we went and saw 3, and it was just such a perfect way to round off the trilogy.
But my biggest problem with 3 is that it's too much like 2. where you have kind of the same villain from number 2
Oh, okay.
as a different person, and it's both about discovering a new world.
Right.
So I just felt too similar to me. That's why I didn't love it, and it felt a bit underwhelming too.
okay.
I mean, I only saw it the once. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched 2 and like all that much.
It's still
and
a
stuff.
good movie.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first 2. But I love those first 2 movies. I
Number
gotta see the
2
third.
to me is the best.
I was gonna say those.
I really love number 1.
Those first 2 were excellent.
Yeah,
Like,
the one thing that they have working for them is the score and the soundtracks.
oh
Great.
yeah.
Oh, they're all so good. Number 8 for me is John Wick 3.
Nice.
Great addition to the
Yeah.
to the
My God.
series.
Being able to enjoy that in cinemas with like everyone else and like hearing everyone react when just crazy shit happened. Oh, excellent.
Number 7 was for me is Shazam.
Hey,
Nice.
Shazam shout out.
Yeah, that was this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
early this year. once
Shazam
again.
was because I'm not being honest, I have a top 20, but I took out the bottom 5. Shazam was number 20.
Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, Shazam was definitely up there
Really
for me
enj-
somewhere.
I really enjoyed it. Like as I was like reflecting back, trying to make this list, I remembered how much I did actually like enjoy that movie and how
Yeah, that was
surprising to me, really good it was to me.
very surprising. Like it was great fun. Zachary Levi and the kids killed it.
And in number 6 is Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Nice.
I don't need to overly explain that as Rocket Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We've talked about Rocket Man on the show quite a bit. It's winning a bunch of awards.
Yeah, Taron Egerton won Best Actor for it.
Musical or
In a
comedy?
musical.
Yeah,
And
musical
then
comedy.
Elton John won the best
The
original song.
Best original song, which is good because it didn't go to The Lion King.
Hey, it could have also gone to him for the Lion. Oh no, Beyonce did one as well.
So I said The Lion King.
The Lion.
All right, Steph.
Yes. So where did we leave off? Yeah, number 10 was Joker for me. I put that as number 10. Look, that jumped around a lot. That was going to be higher, but I put it to number 10. Number 9 was The Lighthouse
Nice.
because, as I said, what it lacks in a coherent storyline and audible dialogue, it like makes up in like just the most amazing cinematography I've ever seen.
And
It's just
performances.
beautiful.
Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe absolutely kill it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely one on my list. Of
I'm very
eventual
intrigued to
cheat
watch
films.
it.
Weird as hell though.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued to watch it.
I'm on board for weird as hell. I watched Watchmen.
Then 8 was Rocket Man.
Nice.
7 was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, higher on my list.
Higher on my
Hey,
list as
okay.
well.
6 was Knives Out.
Higher on my list too.
Ooh, higher
Yeah,
on my
same.
list as well. But that's very interesting. It's
right.
very, very interesting.
Now I'm very intrigued to hear yours.
All right.
Alex, hit us with your 10 through 6.
At number 10, I have Little Women.
Oh.
Yep, higher on Steph's list. I know that. So
We
we'll
don't
talk
need
about
to-
that later.
It's higher on my list as well.
Okay, another higher one on Steph's list. Parasite. Number 9.
Parasite. Damn, that got put all the way down to number
That's higher on
9.
my list too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Love
I mean,
it.
I don't have an official list, but I know that's definitely like one of the top 3 for me.
That was one that I feel like I saw it really late into the game. And all I heard was that it was the best film ever made, or like it's like the best film of the year. So
It
kind
is
of
tough
took
to
that
go in
hit,
with expectations.
where like I had so high expectations, and I really, really enjoyed it. And then I watched it again, and I liked it more the second
What
time.
what language is it?
Korean.
Yes,
yeah,
Korean.
Korean.
Yeah, yes, nailed it.
Alex is like, yes, didn't make an accidental racist comment.
Cool. So we'll talk about that later, I guess.
Yep.
Number 8, Marriage Story.
Ooh.
One I need to watch.
Is that on
Higher
anyone
on my
else's?
list.
Higher on your list. Okay, cool.
I think the performance. I'm going to say performances are great in that film.
Yep.
Number 7, one that I watched at 11 o'clock last night.
Ooh.
That jumped in. The Farewell,
The Farewell.
starring Awkwafina, and I'm the other one that's seen it.
Did she not just
She won the.
She just won for
that's
that.
why it
didn't
pushed
she?
me to watch it. It's
Farewell.
basically about a Chinese American girl that gets informed that her grandma has cancer.
Yes.
And she's going to pass away. But there's a tradition in China where they don't tell the person
Yeah.
who has cancer that they actually have cancer. So the whole family goes back to China for a wedding. I say in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Just so it was the last time for everyone to see her before she passes.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah.
so it's just really great watching all these people having to hide their emotions when
Yeah.
they're talking to this
And
person.
just
because
trying
they know.
to be really pleasant with them
Yeah.
while they're trying. Yeah, I imagine acting wise, they did an excellent job.
It's real good.
Yeah, I remember hearing a lot about that when it first came out back in September. Yeah, that looked incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Mm.
And it's one of the few movies this year that really hit me in the feels.
Ooh,
Number 6, Booksmart.
Booksmart.
Okay.
Booksmart it's higher on your list. You said we'll
Yeah.
talk about it after. Cool.
Yeah,
What do you
Loved
reckon, Eli?
For Booksmart, I haven't seen Booksmart actually.
Ooh, I highly recommend it. It's
I
a
know,
great fun
I
romp.
know.
I haven't. I'm the only other one that hasn't seen it. It's just you and me, Eli.
Do you have any criticisms on anyone's list so far?
Anyone's
anything to
10 through
add?
6?
Well, what was it? You know, Joker didn't make it in my even top like
Yep.
15.
Same.
Interesting.
I
don't
gotta
remember.
say, like, I really enjoyed it, but looking back on it, it really wasn't as memorable as I wanted it to be.
I rewatched it yesterday, and that's why I dropped down so far for me. Because
Yeah.
I think that film is the performance.
Yeah, that's really all it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Well, I have some. I want to wait till you get to the very top because we're not at your guys' 3, 2, 1 yet, right?
No.
No.
I was gonna say we'll discuss everything afterwards, definitely.
I'll wait to add because I'm not sure if the ones that haven't been mentioned are going to be mentioned yet. So I'll hold off on what I think should be added until after I've heard everything.
Oh god.
Wonderful.
All right.
Well,
Brayden,
with that,
what is your 5 to 2?
5 till 2.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's just do 5 to 1.
No, 5 to 2.
5 to 2.
5 to
because
2.
it's
It's how
fun
we
to
do
listen
it.
to everyone's number 1. We did it last year and it worked well.
Okie dokie. Number 5 for me is Knives Out. Absolutely loved it. We'll keep going with
Yeah,
that.
because it's high. It's definitely
It's higher on my list.
Yeah. Number 4, controversial opinion, Star Wars 9.
Fuck.
I fucking love Star Wars, okay?
Okay.
Braden, even I love
fucking love
Star
Star
Wars too,
Fuck
and
off.
it's not in my top 10.
Let me
okay?
enjoy things.
Did you see it, Eli?
I did.
Bless you.
Bless
yeah.
you.
It's making him
Thank you.
sick.
I mean, it's making me sneezy that I saw it and I did enjoy it, and I think I don't know, like it's so insane even imagining the behind the scenes for that movie though.
Oh, yeah.
Because the amount I kind of have to respect it out of the fact that J.J. Abrams was interviewed from day one saying that like he didn't want to take on the responsibility of doing the Star Wars movie. But then he got this idea and people were coming to him saying that, oh no, if we were doing it in this way, you could get excited about it. It's like, okay, I'll do it if I have to direct the first one, then the second one will be directed by someone else, and the third one will be directed by someone else. They had that plan, and then the third guy dropped out, and the last movie undid everything that he set up. So
Yeah.
just to think of, and then he was like basically forced to come back on, to think of the nightmare that must have been.
Yeah.
Production-wise,
They got a good movie out of it, a decent movie that like I kind of enjoyed, is mind-blowing.
yeah, it's
It felt like-
production-wise is mental.
It felt like a weird game of yes and.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
with The Last Jedi.
100%.
Kind of a failed game of yes
Yeah,
and, but
like-
it's been a failed game of yes and since the beginning.
With my
Yeah.
thing with The Last Jedi is that I feel like I kind of like The Last Jedi a lot, but I feel like Rian Johnson really wanted to make the story.
Wanted to make
You
it
can tell there's 3 storylines in that film. One of
different.
them he straight up invested, and this is the one he wanted to make, and that was Rey, Luke, and the Kylo storyline.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
He didn't. I don't think he wanted to make, and he kind of just like ham wrote all the Poe, Finn, Rose, all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He
Because
just
the
went,
Luke,
I don't
the
want to care
Rey,
about these
and the
other people.
Kylo stuff in that movie
It's all
is
good.
so strong.
It is. That's like the strong part of the film, and it drops off everywhere
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like I'll like I'm the type of person. I fucking love all of it. That's just who I am. But yeah, even me, I can watch it and I can accept people's criticisms of some stuff because like you gotta accept that it is messy. It is an absolute
Yeah.
mess.
Like I said, I think introducing Palpatine in the first line of the fact that he's returned,
He was actually introduced in a Fortnite event.
but like
Which
in
makes
the
it worse.
context of the movie,
Yes.
like the opening line is the dead speak. Palpatine has returned.
Yeah,
Okay,
Is it
that
needed?
didn't work for me at all.
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
interesting.
like. It's so weird though that like from the beginning, these are the things that you thought were going to be avoided because when The Force Awakens came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is just a rehash of the same old stories," and I bet because Disney bought it, it's going to be a perfect arc that's total fan service, no creativity or anything at all. Everyone was so down on it, and then the second movie came out. And
everyone buck wild because it was
realize-
so
and everyone
different.
It
went
sh- it
fucking
shouted
wild
everything they
because
thought.
did take creative risks, and they did. And then you realize the irony of it all is that then in order to tie it off in a satisfying way, like you have to take insane creative risks
Yeah,
to
massive
get back
leaps.
to formula because it wasn't gonna like.
Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't have stuck anything.
Apparently, Disney didn't have any hands on this because don't you feel that if they were planning this out, they would have had it crystal clear, the trilogy, the arc of it from the beginning?
Yeah, that was the biggest
totally not what we
problem.
thought at all.
There was no one looking over the whole thing.
The entire issue with it is there wasn't a George Lucas per se overseeing it, going, all right, this is the overall story that we're doing. It was a case of, hey, we're going to pull in 3 different directors, do this one story. What?
It's funny. This is the only time we've actually had to talk about this because we haven't done an episode.
We haven't been able to talk about it.
To talk about Star Wars. My biggest problem with this movie and bringing Palpatine back is, to me, it kills Vader's sacrifice at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
because
I
he
never thought about
sacrificed
that.
himself for what? For nothing.
Although I've heard that Palpatine's and you know I might do a Google search after this.
I've
but
been on the
I'm
theories,
pretty
don't
sure
worry.
that Palpatine being brought back was George Lucas's idea.
Right.
There is a lot of discussion, and there's a lot of stuff online of also like people interviewing and asking George Lucas, hey, what was your sequel trilogy gonna look like? And it was gonna be like completely focused on like the kids and like everything like that. And it's very interesting. I watched 9 going into it being like, all right, let's see how we go. And the moments in there that I absolutely loved, I freaking loved. The moments in there I wasn't too hot on, I could go on for. Like
On my second viewing, I know I'm nitpicking now.
Yeah.
On my second viewing, I was very kind of bored, but like, I mean, it's well made.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that, like, technically speaking,
Oh,
and
yeah.
acting wise, it's very good.
Visually
Yeah,
acting.
but and has one of my favorite Star Wars characters introduced, Babu Freak. I thought he was great. Yeah,
He's the best.
but the ending of that film seemed a lot like Endgame, where it was Poe
just
being
a-
like, "Where hopeless? Where is everyone?" Then you hear the voice over the comms. It's Lando.
Oh my
all
god.
the ships rock
It
up.
is too,
Yeah.
hey.
And then I guess you can like compare.
That's hilarious.
I guess you can compare.
I'd like to see a side by side.
And then Palpatine going, "I'm
Like
all the Sith,"
formula.
Yeah.
and then Rey going, "I'm all the Jedi."
Oh yeah, I am Iron Man.
That's
Okay.
just me picking. I was like, "Wow, 2 Disney films did that in 1 year."
That no,
Interesting.
I well, hey, when you've got such like massive franchises,
There's gonna be some overlap.
yeah, there's gonna be
Yeah.
a bit there, especially when you're having just a big
But,
fight.
like,
at the
I
end.
did enjoy it, but it didn't crack my 10. But
Yeah.
it's Star Wars, so I love it.
I
Exactly.
mean, I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah.
Exactly, Alex. You can't go with that. Speaking of,
was that your 3?
number 4.
Number 4.
Number
All
3, Endgame.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
that came out this year.
Endgame, yeah,
I mean,
100%.
it's 13.
It was in your like 10 to 15.
I felt so bad knocking that off my
Oof.
top 10 of the year.
Oof. Yeah,
It's so culturally significant. that
I
it just-
mean,
it's hard to.
It's the end of like a 10-year story arc.
It's the end of the game.
That's it.
And I freaking love it for it. I'm very excited to see what sort of messes the
What's in
MCU
next,
gets
yeah.
into next. It's a weird world we live in now. I'm very excited for Doctor Strange too. And then in number 2, Little Women.
Okay.
Little Women.
Higher on Steph's list.
Michael, with your 5 through
So number 5 for me is Joker.
nice.
Right?
So, I mean, I've only seen it the once, but I was
Yep.
blown away.
I was gonna say it's kind of all you need for it.
Yep.
Number 4 was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Nice.
Is that the
Enjoyed-
highest it appears in any list?
Didn't you say it was higher on yours?
No, that's not higher on mine.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. That movie's great.
Yeah.
It is great.
I only just watched it the other week.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed parts of it. Like I wasn't as hype on it. I think we've talked about how when you go in with high expectations,
Yeah.
it's never gonna
Yeah.
meet it. Yeah, definitely. I was really invested in DiCaprio and Pitt's storylines and
Yeah.
stuff. Didn't really care for anything else in the film though.
Was there anything else in the film? Wasn't it just those 2?
But like all of like the early like Margot Robbie stuff and everything.
Oh yeah.
Did not care
Like
for it
Sharon
all.
Tate sort of stuff.
All the feet scenes, just like yeah,
Well, it's a cool
it's
setting.
very cool.
Cool setting. They do a really good job with it. I just
some
I
funny
enjoyed
jokes.
it. Yeah.
I love
All
that
of
movie.
all of the sequences that go to like being stylized in like black and white, like 70s style. Is it 70s?
60s.
60s, like being in that style where it's like these like made for TV like westerns and everything.
Yeah.
Like when they show the like basically in universe stuff, like I loved that because I
Yeah.
thought, oh man, doing that would have been such like a fun creative thing to do.
I just love the chemistry and the friendship between Cliff Booth and Rick Dalton.
Yeah.
I think it's so strong. I think Brad Pitt knocks it out of the park. I think he's
Oh,
well
yeah.
deserved of the Oscar, and he deserved that Golden Globe. I think the ending to that film is one of the best endings to a film I've seen all
Fucking
year.
batshit crazy.
Yeah, that's
Friggin' mental.
great. And just in case Eli hasn't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
There we go.
Worth a watch.
It's worth
It
a
is.
watch. It's so well written as well, which is what
I was gonna say dialogue is excellent.
Definitely not as big as a Tarantino fan as you and Steph,
Yeah.
but I really do appreciate like the work he does, and I really do enjoy his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my favorite film that he's done, but
It'd be up there for me.
maintains like he's still everything he's done really has been good.
To me, this just seemed like it was him putting everything he'd learned
Yeah.
through all of his films that he's made into this film, and he just seemed like he was having so much fun.
Yeah, it seemed like he was really exploring what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
A lot of feet.
Yeah.
Michael, continuing on.
Number 3 for me is the same as yours. It's Endgame
Endgame.
Okay.
because I loved it.
Yeah.
I can't.
The end of an era.
And number 2 for me is Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Okay.
Nice.
Is that the highest it appeared? No, cool.
Come on.
Ooh. Exciting.
So it's highest. No, it's the highest for you. It's
Yeah.
it's not my so we can talk about Knives Out.
Oh,
Knives Out's
yes.
great.
Let's talk about Knives
so
Out.
I was the
Like with
last
no
one out of
spoilers.
all of us to see this, and I heard all you guys praising it so much. I finally got around to seeing it, and oh boy, what a time!
It's so
It actually-
tightly
Fun,
It
written.
is so fun.
I'm
Daniel
honestly,
Craig nails it.
I'm so excited for the fact that they're in discussions for a
He's
sequel.
writing a
yeah,
sequel.
so Ryan Johnson's writing a sequel with Benoit Blanc.
Yeah.
Benoit Blanc as the main character.
You're
Friggin-
offending the American.
Daniel Craig's accent in it is phenomenal, though.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Knives Out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
It's awesome. It's the way that it's a whodunit, and then halfway through the film they switch it up.
I did.
Yeah.
I did love like all the twists and turns.
Oh
and
my God.
everything.
I thought Ana de Armas was
Yeah.
phenomenal in this. I thought if everyone wasn't talking about Daniel Craig, everyone would be talking about her.
That's very accurate.
Yeah. I did really. I think that's the best. The switch outs are the best part of the movie because it's just like in the beginning you're like, oh, is this going to be a mystery? Is this going to be able to hold up as a mystery? Because it's kind of exactly like just the game Clue or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But then
It's-
when you realize that it very quickly stops becoming a mystery and becomes like a suspense thriller of like, is she going to get caught? Like,
Yeah. Oh,
and
it's-
what's her issue?
The
Like,
flip on the
what's
genre was
definitely
like,
something
such
I
a big
wasn't
twist.
expecting. When like going into it, I thought, oh, one of the families murdered him. You don't see any
Yeah.
of that. Like it's figuring that out. And it's straight up, it's like, oh yeah, no, he killed himself because he thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
It's so sad that he wasn't going
going
to
to
die.
These are all
Like-
spoilers,
Yeah.
obviously, but yeah, my God, like the going into this film thinking it's going to be your stock standard
Who done it?
classic
like, with a big
whodunit
reveal
murder
at the end.
mystery, and then halfway through the film, like not even
It's
halfway,
not even halfway.
you're like, oh shit, we've mixed it up entirely.
We've met the murderer already.
And then we're getting twist on twist on twist. And then you still get your parlor room scene, which I freaking loved.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the entire, like, when Daniel Craig started rolling up his sleeves, I was like, oh boy, we're here for it.
I think it's like so well written.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
There's not I've seen
All
it
the
4 times.
characters are
Everything
their
was
own.
so-
Like they all bring something.
There's not a plot hole in that movie.
It's so
There's not,
smart. Like, every single thing they mention is relevant.
like in those beginning interviews where Daniel Craig's just sitting in the background and he butts in every now and again. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna
Well,
love
he
this.
plays the piano note
Yeah.
to get Lakeith to ask what time did you go to the party.
Lakeith Stanfield in it as well, also
Yeah.
excellent.
So like every time he clicks the piano, it's for Lakeith to be like, what time did you go
Yeah,
to the party?
to like get them off being distracted. Like, this film was so good. Ryan Johnson absolutely nailed it.
Very smart.
Yeah, very
Is
good.
that your number 3? Two?
That
was
was
your
my
number
number
two.
2.
Oh, okay. Moving on. So my number 5 was Booksmart.
Booksmart.
I loved it. Number 4 was Marriage Story.
Nice.
Number 3 was Jojo Rabbit.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I loved. It was my number 1 for a short while, but then number 2 was Parasite.
That was one I was waiting to see if it came up.
Yeah, for sure. That was like most anticipated
definitely
of
gonna
the
come
year
up.
almost for me.
It's
I'm-
definitely going to come up again.
I'm
Yeah.
honestly
Uh-oh.
I'm so
Spoilers.
I'm so annoyed that it only just came out here because I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
And then Parasite was number 2 for me. So
Nice.
Parasite, loved it.
Yeah, very very good.
All right, my 5 to 2. Number 5, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Nice.
Number 4, a movie that has not been anyone's list yet because I'm the only one here that's seen it.
Here we
And I
go.
rewatched it the other day, and I thought it was so great to watch it again. It's Ford v Ferrari.
Oh, Ford v Ferrari. Nice.
This is my kind of movie.
Yeah.
We don't see a lot of people have been saying this, and I agree. You don't see a lot of the big budget biopics with the like great cast anymore. It's just Christian Bale's great.
You see,
Matt Damon's great.
When we saw the trailer originally, you and me were at the movies. Can't remember what we're seeing. In my head, I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm not the biggest car person. And then after you saying it was really great, and I gave it some thought. I'm like, I was kind of more like, maybe I should watch it.
I should actually check this out.
It's a biopic. It's about creating something. So it's 2.5 hours, but it just feels like it's moving. It's moving.
Yeah.
It's moving. Because it's about the creation of something. They have a goal and they're always going to something. And then the film, it's just I thought it was great.
Can I
I'm gonna
just
rewatch.
ask very quickly, a movie that hasn't appeared on any of our lists yet, but I haven't seen it. Has The Irishman not appeared on any of our lists?
It is my number 18.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched it, so.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't watched it either.
I think the last 90 minutes
It's
of
a
that
big
movie
commitment.
is great.
The last, sorry?
90 minutes of that
Yeah,
movie
alright.
is fantastic.
The last 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that what? Maybe a third?
Not the other
That's the
2
third
hours.
act.
That's literally. It's a commitment. I
It's
haven't had
long.
enough time to sit
And
down.
You
for
got to
that.
book a day off.
Yeah.
You got
It's
to
just,
plan a holiday.
Like, it's not their fault, but they de-aged Robert De Niro, and it looks great, but you can't overlook the fact that he's meant to be 30 and he's walking like an 80-year-old.
Oh no.
Wait, he's meant to be 30.
Well, in some parts.
Okay.
Oh,
That-
to go like.
interesting.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Okay, sorry,
So-
continue.
What was I to talk about? Ford v Ferrari. Cool. Number 3, Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Now here's my thing.
Hot take.
My 1, 2, and 3, all tied for 1 pretty much. I just had to choose an order.
Yeah, that's
These I
very
can't choose
fair.
between these 3. They're just in this order. So number 3 is Knives Out. Number 2 is Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit.
Oh.
Is that the highest that appears on a list? No? Okay, interesting.
Yes.
All right. Do we want to just fly through these number ones?
Braden, what's your number 1?
Joker.
Jo-
Michael.
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit.
Oh God, what was my number 1 again?
Oh,
Little
come on.
Women. Little Women. That's
my
it.
God,
I had to get
how
my
could
list
you
up.
forget that?
It's Little Women.
My
yeah.
number 1 is 1917.
1917.
I'm so
Yeah,
jealous.
that was one that I was waiting to hear about.
We
I'm
haven't received
We,
it yet.
it doesn't come out here yet.
until Thursday.
It doesn't come out here until Thursday, but I went to a screening of it in 5th of December.
It was a very early preview for
So jealous.
Alexi Boy
Got
here.
it. See, 1917 made it on my top 10 list of the year.
Yeah.
I don't have them in any particular order, but just one of my favorite movies of the year was 1917.
I think
I cannot wait to watch
it's one you have to go see in a cinema. I think it's phenomenal. It's I don't know. It's a good for 2 hours, but it just like
I was
you're
gonna
with
say,
these characters through
'cause
the whole time.
Isn't it the one take thing?
Yeah, it's meant to look like one
It's
whole
in
shot.
pretty much 2 unbroken takes.
Perfect.
I'm gonna say real time for a bit of them.
Nice.
It's the best film in terms of filmmaking and like the lighting, the cinematography. I don't know where on this film you would put lights on,
Yeah,
but they
that's-
do it
that's
because
very
I don't
true.
know how they did the lighting,
Yeah.
but they did.
Can I just ask, because I want to take my dad to see it, and he doesn't trust me. He doesn't want to come to the movies with me anymore because I said I've led him astray so many times. He
On
doesn't.
how?
He hated Mad Max Fury Road.
How?
He hated Dunkirk, which
How?
I love Dunkirk, and I want to ask, as another movie, how does it compare to Dunkirk?
One of them. I like it
So,
better.
so Dunkirk, I can kind of see, like, if you don't like Dunkirk, you might not like 1917 because, like, it's such like a. But I love Dunkirk. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I've been saying to Dad, I'm like, but Dad, that was in the air, and that was on a beach, and I think this one isn't on a beach. So I'm trying to convince him to come, but I don't want to, be berated if I take him to a Dunkirk, something similar. Because I love Dunkirk too. I don't get how he doesn't like it.
I like
but-
Dunkirk.
One of the biggest
it's just
things.
a very like gritty World War One, super like intense World War One film.
Yeah.
Is there fighting? Because Dad's complaint is that there was no fighting in Dunkirk.
I then don't take him to see this. Is only.
Yeah, don't take him. Yeah, don't take him to see 1917.
All right, I might. Yeah, all right. Thank
All
you.
right. Well, Steph, you guys can talk about Little Women.
Yes.
We'll talk
Oh
about
my
Jojo
god.
Rabbit after.
I loved
Please,
it so
please.
much.
Oh my god, Little Women was amazing. Oh my god.
Like-
I honestly, I'm honestly annoyed at myself that it's number 2, but I can't help it. So.
I loved it so much. Alex, what number did it come in for you again? Sorry.
10.
10. Right.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought all the acting was amazing. I saw the original. I read the book.
You've seen all the originals and everything. I've not really. I did not know anything going in.
I'm a little bit ashamed to have number 1, like a movie that's based off of a book, like it's source material, it's a remake of a film. Like it seems like it just seems like something that
not
really
when it's
Hollywood.
Not when it's this well done.
I just think, yeah, that's it. It was so well done. I think like it was not nominated for anything, I don't think, at the Golden Globes.
No,
which is
I don't believe
shocking.
I think they're gonna give her a director nod at the Oscars.
Greta
Hopefully.
Gerwig.
Yeah.
They should.
All the acting is great.
Oh, that freaking everyone in this film is phenomenal, and the settings and the scenes that they do,
Costumes.
the way that they weave through their plot is
I thought the
Excellent.
strongest parts of this film were when all four of them are together.
100%.
I thought
The chemistry between them all.
Yeah, I really like the use of color with the
Yep.
present tense and the past.
Yeah, being warm
Present
tones
tense, sorry, the present.
in their childhood and cool tones in their adulthood because it's a bit darker.
It's like there isn't just one thing that I could say like makes this movie number one. I couldn't just tell you like,
Yeah.
oh, it's because of this. Nothing is particularly phenomenal, but the feeling that I got when I watched it, it was just so heartwarming to me. I just walked out and I was just feeling good for the rest of the day. And I just
Yeah, absolutely loved it. Michaela and I went and saw it on New Year's Day, same as you. And as soon as we came out of it, like, Michaela doesn't cry at movies. She was
I was
tears in this.
A mess.
I was an absolute mess. I actually do cry in movies, so I was crying so much.
I went to see this by myself because
Bless.
I just wanted to put it on. I just knew
Yeah,
I
you
had to
needed
see
to
it
see it.
before I finalized this list, and I didn't finalize this list until as we were doing the show.
2 minutes ago.
Legit as we were doing the show.
Yeah, I was rearranging mine as we were
Yeah.
going.
So basically, I was the only man in this theater. Got some weird looks. From
Yeah. Oh,
some
hey, I
people.
did as well, but at least I was with my girlfriend.
Yeah, I was just there by myself, like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, my only real problem with this movie is that I thought the back half of it dragged a little bit. I thought it was a little bit too long. Other than that, I thought it was like it was a solid movie.
Yeah. It's certain, and as you said, like the scenes where everyone is together, like when they're on each other's toes of lines and they're all just naturally going through conversations.
Yeah.
The characters, like humor and like emotion come through so perfectly. Like everyone in this film's so good.
And I want to give a shout out to Florence Pugh.
Oh my god, she's excellent.
This is the year of Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
She did. I hope I'm saying her last name right.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I don't know
she
either.
Gave three really strong performances in Fighting with My Family.
Yes.
Midsummer and Little Women.
Yeah.
So
And she did an amazing job across all three.
I'm really excited to see what she does next.
Black Widow.
Okay. I'm really excited to see what she does after Black Widow.
Oh no. Yes. You're not excited for her to be the new Black Widow?
I mean, I'm excited for her to be in anything.
She's the new Black Widow in
I'm
the
not that
MCU.
excited for Black Widow. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I'm just
I
excited.
think that looks cool. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Heck yes, Eli. Damn straight. Taskmaster. Fucking.
David Harbour
looks like a
I'm excited
boss.
for it.
Oh man, it's gonna be great.
Um,
I can't imagine it's gonna be great. It's gonna be okay.
Jojo Rabbit.
Yes,
Jojo
my
Rabbit,
number one.
How is it?
I loved it. It was great.
Jojo Rabbit was my. I mean,
Okay.
all these three have been my number one. And
Yeah,
I'm
they're all.
swapping them over.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right.
I was gonna say you three have seen it.
Where did you
four
put it,
have
Steph?
seen it.
It was number 3 for me. Number 3, but it was number 1. Then it was number 2, and then number 2. Yeah.
This movie. I mean, talk about when it hits you in the feels. We haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna spoil it.
Thank you.
But
I appreciate that.
this movie, like, it's emotional at some points. It's hilarious. It's just a
The shit-
really
like my dad's not a big movie person, and I don't like. If I come home from the movies, like if we go on at night, he'll be like, "Oh, what did you go see?" I've never stood there and told him about a movie so much before, other than
Nice.
like Star Wars or something.
Yeah, where
which
you're
like
like,
once
"Oh,
he's
this
actually
happened, this
seen
happened,
and
this
like he knows about.
Yeah.
I haven't stood there for a good like 5 minutes just going, oh, like telling him how great it was and
Nice.
everything. Like he was just sitting there
Yeah.
in his shed, and I was just going on about this movie.
You just sort of went on a bit of a passionate rant.
I thought Taika Waititi was great. I love his sort of as the kid. I can't remember his name.
Jojo.
Jojo. Jeez, how can I remember? What's his actual name? Is it actually just Jojo?
Yeah,
Fuck, that was funny.
Johannes. There we
That
go.
was so funny.
Oh my fucking god. My number one, and I've done this. Well, that's my cue to leave. Thanks for having me on the show. Eli, you
what-
can replace my spot.
Eli, what do you think of JoJo?
It was incredible. It was like it's one of those movies that it's so exciting and fun all the way through. Like even it's fucking hilarious, and also even like in the end when it's getting really emotional and sad, it's like you're crying but with like the biggest smile, open jaw drop smile on your face.
Yeah.
you
It's
possibly
very
have.
it makes you feel good as
It's
well.
Sam Rockwell's a standout
Yeah.
Which
performance
is-
for me.
Yeah. It's hard to do with the Holocaust, but you know, they did.
Yeah.
And like fucking it was like so incredible. Like it's also like it pays such tribute to like fucking shit like the Mel Brooks and the producers and like like just the attitude of making fun of Hitler and like that whole it also just touches on so many things about like it's I guess it's kind of the movie that you need to see if you're worried about like fucking the neo-Nazi party and shit, about how it's like propaganda can like affect young minds and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all about that, and about how a lot of this stuff is just like, you know, evil people influencing kids, and like it's been that way forever, and like you can find a lot of things through this one character. It's just so beautiful.
I love that. That was very well put.
Yeah.
And I
That's
feel
right.
like the kid Roman Griffin Davis that played Jojo. There you go, Mike. Jojo.
I remember
I thought
that.
he was fantastic.
He was. What I was trying to say before I done goofed was like, as he like, you know, learns and kind of, you know, changes his ideals, like the way Taika Waititi, like as Hitler, then descends into more madness.
That's
like he
it,
starts off
yeah.
as like a really nice, happy best friend, and then as it descends, he just, you
I
know,
love
gets
how-
more power, like, you know, power hungry, trying to drive his thoughts.
I love how
to
Hitler
represent
isn't just like he's not just Hitler as the imaginary friend, but he also says, you know, like he'll interchange. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, and you're also really handsome, Jojo." Like he'll say things that like a kid would expect their imaginary friend
Exactly.
to say.
Yeah.
And then he slowly descends into madness, and then after, you know, in the timeline after Hitler's died, which is, you know, that's not a spoiler.
Sorry, spoilers, Brad.
Wow. Whoa, hold up.
Wait, Brendan, you didn't know
We're not
Hitler
living
died.
in
They
Wolfenstein world.
did a Tarantino. Hitler's still alive and everything. Like,
Yeah, I really
You
like
know-
how that reflects in Jojo's mind as well.
In a way, it's like it's almost perfectly representing of Jojo learning who Hitler is, because it's almost like these Hitler youth don't actually know who Hitler is.
Yeah.
They see him as this big hero and this imaginary friend. But as you learn who Hitler actually is, then he actually becomes Hitler at the end of the movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
that's right.
That sounds
That-
excellent.
Yeah,
it. That's-
it's like it was so great.
Also, the chick that played Elsa, she did really good.
Yeah, she was good
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about Frozen for a second.
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold up. Idina Menzel
look.
in Jojo Rabbit.
Nah, yeah, the girl, yeah, she's real good in it. I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
Oh,
How was,
I had it literally. A
How was
second ago.
how was Tiny Nick Frost?
Oh, Tony, yeah, Little Nick Frost is great.
Oh,
also,
man. that little
also,
kid in the trailer already looked hilarious.
Rebel Wilson.
She was tolerable.
She was tolerable. Like,
Wait, hold up.
She was-
She's
I
tolerable.
think she was
in a film?
great. Like I think she was like, yeah, I loved her. in
like she was
that.
actually like not bad in this. Like, I'm not a
I
fan
was
of her
worried.
at all.
I am shocked.
I was worried when I heard she was cast in it
Look,
because I'm not a fan.
look,
but
She
she was
wasn't as
great.
good as she was in Cats, but
Okay, no.
And even just the one scene with Stephen Merchant in it.
Stephen Merchant was
Is he only
great.
one scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's amazing.
It's so funny.
It's an amazing scene too.
I think if we're talking about acting, I think Scarlett Johansson needs to be mentioned. She
Oh,
was
yes.
absolutely phenomenal.
She had a
in
year
that.
of tying
Oh,
up
yeah.
shoelaces
Yeah,
because of Marriage Story.
yeah. Thanks, Brad.
That's all good. I just wanted to explain my joke for anyone who didn't get it. Do we want to talk about some of the really low lows of 2019
Oh
as well?
god, I have a list.
Yeah, Alex has a list.
Quickly before we get into that,
There we go.
could I add a few favorites that have been
Go.
skipped over?
Yes, 100%.
Because I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because I'm pretty sure these are all things only two things that have totally flown under the radar, because I saw at South by Southwest Film Festival this year.
Nice.
I was able to go, and there were two movies that I don't think they got big theatrical releases.
Can I guess
but,
one of them? Can I? Because
yes,
it's
you
one
can.
that I really want to see, and I've heard so many great things. Honey Boy.
Close,
Oh,
because Honey Boy is the Shia LaBeouf one, right?
Yeah. Oh, Peanut Butter Falcon.
But-
Then
Peanut Butter Falcon is the one I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
neither of them.
That was incredible. I saw that at South by Southwest. Shia LaBeouf plays like this hick, and he meets this kid with Down syndrome who really just wants to go to wrestling school, and it's like a super interesting, weird plot, and like a culmination of the girl from 50 Shades of Grey is in it too. And she plays the teacher or the caretaker of the kid with Down syndrome, who is in a place where it's all, it's like it's a special school or he has to sleep there. because it's all these kids with Down syndrome, but he just wants to escape, and his teacher has to come after him, and it's like really beautiful, and it's really weird and funny. And the director like came out and shook everybody's hands online, saying that because these are just obviously two guys who had no money. They met this actor who had Down syndrome, and he was like, he wanted them to make a movie for him, and they did, and they got Shia LaBeouf in it.
That's excellent. I'm just looking up this now and everything. Like literally coming in at an hour 37, and it comes out for us apparently end of January, where we might be getting it. But
that's what's annoying about Australia. Like a lot of these films that do fly under the radar a bit, that like smaller festival films, we don't get until February. And
I'm wondering if this one flew under the radar because this one is from where you guys are, the land down under.
Here we go.
Is down under sounds offensive. It just sounds offensive.
No, that's it. We got the whole song named after it.
Yeah, we're the land on fire.
Yeah, we are also on
I
fire.
love it.
Yeah.
So because this director actually has a movie called Down Under, but have you heard of Little Monsters?
yes, I have. That's
I
with
have not.
Lupita Nyong'o and Josh Gad.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No, but I want to.
That was one that I saw at South by Southwest, and it really stood out because it's just a super weird comedy with the biggest heart that I've ever seen.
I
It's like the most
just read the
insane-
blurb. I just read the blurb, and it's a what? It's bonkers. A washed-up musician teams up with a teacher and a kids' show personality to protect young children from a sudden outbreak of zombies.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's actually an insane movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Josh Gad plays this like coked up fucking drug addict children's personality TV star. Lupita plays a preschool teacher, and the main actor of the movie, who's like less known than the other two, plays like this scummy dude who just like has a super hard on for this teacher. Like literally, that's like the plot. Like it's not, but then he becomes romantically whatever.
Yeah.
It's creepy, but they make it so beautiful because also it's all about the way that the teacher makes these kids not afraid of the zombies. Like she plays games with them to like make them not traumatized.
Oh my god! This
and that's what the whole movie's about.
I've been meaning to see it.
never heard of this at all, and it looks amazing.
Came out on Blu-ray yesterday.
Oh, did it? Okay, nice.
It is. I highly recommend. It was such a surprising watch and one of the most memorable movies this year. And the last one I have to mention is, and I'm wondering if you guys have gotten this yet, because it is getting a lot of buzz, is my favorite movie of the entire year was Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems
Hasn't come out here yet.
I'm very
cannot
excited to
wait.
see this.
Same.
Oh my god!
It comes out on Netflix here at the end of January.
I mean, like I said, this is archaic really at this point. We have to wait this long to get films.
it's
compared
annoying.
To,
Yeah, it's bonkers.
I mean, try to watch it if you have to go. Try to watch it with. I mean, because it's so worth seeing in the theater. I wish you guys could see it in the theater.
I hope one of our like artsy theaters
Palace
does
Nova
one.
might.
Nah, because it's coming out on Netflix.
See, but I'm sure they might do a screening anyway because I think.
I mean, if they didn't do it for The Irishman here, do you think they're gonna do it for Uncut Gems?
That's true.
Probably
Damn,
not.
that's such a shame.
Yeah.
But it's so it's one of my favorites of the entire year.
Yeah, I've heard it's great.
It like stood out as just like the most unique movie I've seen in a few years. Honestly, it's so great. I don't want to give away too much, but also it like really resonates with me because it's just like right in the heart of. It's like right in the Diamond District in Manhattan, and it's about like also my Uncle Tommy actually does the same exact job that Adam Sandler does in the movie in the same exact office building.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And it's just like insane. It's an insane look into this very unique, weird world with just a super high-paced movie that leaves you just like zonked out of your mind and wondering what just happened.
Perfect. I was gonna say because the second that trailer dropped, like watching that, like I cannot wait to see this, and I love the fact that Adam Sandler has held the world ransom for the fact that if he doesn't get like an award or something, like he's gonna make another shit film.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
best.
he was going to make another shit film anyway.
Well,
but-
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure his deal with Netflix is still going.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's something all right.
Yeah.
We'll see. Alex, run us through some of the worst things we had this year.
Alright.